Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear student. I do hope you will be in best of your health. In today's lecture, we will learn first unit test. This test is used to find the extrema in sub-interval. So let's start our today's lecture. First, we learn the definition of an increasing function and decreasing function. Let f be a function defined on interval ab and differentiable on open interval ab. If f of x is greater than 0 for every x in ab, then f is increasing on closed interval ab. And if f of x is less than 0 for every x in open interval ab, then f is decreasing on ab. This definition will be implemented. First, we find the critical point. With the help of critical point, we will construct a interval. Uh, and in each interval, uh, we take a test value and we will put and we put test value in derivative. If derivative is greater than 0, then function is increasing. If derivative is less than 0, then the function will be decreasing in that interval. Now let's proceed toward first derivative test. Let C be a critical number for f, and suppose that f is continuous at C and differentiable on open interval I containing C except possibly at C itself. If f changes sign from positive to negative at C, then Fc is a local maximum of f. If f changes sign from negative to positive at C, then Fc is a local minimum of f. If f is greater than 0 or less than 0 for every x in I except x is equal to C, then Fc is not local maximum extremum of f. Uh, I have explained this test. With the help of critical point, we will construct intervals, different intervals. Let's say we have two interval. If in first interval function is increasing and second interval function is decreasing, then function will be, has a local maximum at fx at x is equal to c. In a other, other side, if function changes sign from negative to positive, then fc has a local minimum of f. If neither of these conditions are true, then we cannot find the local extreme of f. I will further explain this definition with the help of questions. Exercise 3.3, question 1 to 16. Find the local extrema of f and the interval on which f is increasing or is decreasing, and sketch the graph of f. First question is f of x equal to 5 minus 7x minus 4x square. To find the interval, we will find first of all derivative. F prime of x is equal to minus 7 minus 8x. Then we will find the critical point. Critical point are find by putting f prime f prime of c is equal to 0. uh, in the derivative, we x is equal to c and f prime of c is equal to 0. In this way, we will find the value of c is equal to minus 7 by 8. With the help of this critical number, we will find the interval minus infinity to minus 7 by 8 and minus 7 by 8 to infinity. Now, to check whether the function is increasing or decreasing in each interval, we will take a test value from each interval. First, we will take minus 2 from interval minus infinity to minus 7 by 3. We can take any value between this minus infinity to minus 7 by 8. We can take minus 3. All the value will result in the same behavior of a function. If we put minus 2 in the derivative equation number 2, f prime of minus 2 is equal to minus 7 minus 8 into minus 2 minus 7 plus 16 is equal to 9. And if a derivative is greater than 0, it means that f is increasing in the first interval. Now we'll check the behavior of function in the second interval. We will take a test value from the second interval. 0 belongs to this interval 7 by 8 to infinity, and we put a this test value in the equation number 2. F prime of 0 is equal to minus 7 minus 0 is equal to minus 7, which is less than 0. It means that f is decreasing in the uh, second interval minus 7 by 8 to infinity. In the first interval function is increasing and second function is decreasing. It means that f, as f changes sign from positive to negative at minus 7 by 8, it means that function has a local extrema at c is equal to minus by 8. This is the point where the function changing behavior from positive to negative, and this point at which the function changes from sign from positive to negative, at that point the function has a local maximum value. Now we will find the maximum value of the function by putting c is equal to minus 7 by 8 in the given function. F of minus 7 by 8 is equal to 5 minus 7, and value of x minus 7 by 8 minus 4, and x square minus 7 by 8 square. If we calculate this, we find the maximum value of function is equal to 129 divided by 16. At last, the graph of function. Uh, this will be the point where the function has the value maximum, that is 129 divided by 16. This is the sole point at which the function has the maximum value. Now let's proceed question number 3. F of x is equal to 2x cube plus x square minus 20x plus 1 is 1. First of all, we find the derivative. F prime of x is equal to 6x square plus 2x minus 20. After this, we will find the critical point. Critical point is found by putting f prime of c is equal to 0. C square plus 2c minus 20 is equal to 0. If we find the value of c, simply we'll get the value of c is equal to minus 2 to 5 by 2. With the help of these critical point, we will construct a different interval minus infinity to minus 2, minus 2 to 5 by 3, and 5 by 3 to plus infinity. Now we will check functions whether the function is increasing or decreasing in each interval by taking a test value. First of all, we will take minus 3 from the first interval minus infinity to minus 2. We put is this test value in the derivative. F prime of minus 3 is equal to 54 minus 6 minus 20, which is equal to 28, which is greater than 0. It means that function is positive or greater than 0, or increasing in first interval. F is increasing in interval minus infinity to minus 2. Now we will check behavior in the seventh interval. We take a test value from the second interval. 0 belongs to this interval minus 2 to 5 by 3. uh, we put this test value in the derivative. F prime of 0 is equal to 0 plus 0 minus 20 is equal to minus 20, which is less than 0, which means that function is decreasing in the second interval. Now we will find the test value. We will find it. We will take a test value from the third interval and we put it. We will put in equation number 2. F prime of 3. 3 belongs to interval 5 by 3 to infinity. F prime of 3 is equal to 54 plus 6 minus 20, which is equal to 40 and greater than 0. It means that function is increasing in the third interval. In the first interval, function is increasing. Second function in interval, function is decreasing, and in the third interval, the function is increasing. Now, as f changes sign from positive to negative at point minus 2, then f of minus 2 is a local extremum of f, and we will find this extremum by putting x is equal to minus 2 in the given question. F of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 cube plus minus 2 square minus 20 into minus 2 plus 1, which after calculating we will get f of minus 2 is equal to 29. Now, as function changes sign from negative to positive in the third, we will take in this second interval, function is decreasing, and in the third interval, the function is increasing. This means that function is changes sign from at x is equal to c from uh, uh, negative to positive. It means that function has a local minima at x is equal to 5 by 3. Now we will find this local minima by putting x is equal to 5 by 3 in the given function. 2 into 5 by 3 cube plus 5 by 3 square minus 20 into 5 by 3 plus 1, If we simplify with this, we will get the local minima is equal to minus 548 divided by 27. Uh, at the end, we have to find the we have to sketch the graph. This is the graph of given function. This is the point where the function has a local maximum, which is value is 29. You can see that this is 29, and this is the point the function has the minimum value. uh, this is the minimum value, which is minus 548 divided by 27. Now we will do some questions of the trigonometric function using cos of x and sin of x. Question 17 to 20 to 17 to 22. Find the local extrema of f on interval 0 to 2 pi and subinterval on which f is increasing or is decreasing. Sketch the graph of f. Question number 20, 17 is f of x is equal to cos of x. The sine of x, first of all, we will find the derivative. With the help of derivative, we will find the critical point, which is defined by f prime of c is equal to 0 minus sine c plus cos c is equal to 0, which is, after simplifying, sine c is equal to cos c. Sine and cos has same value at 45 degree or pi by 4 or 5 pi by 4. At these 2 points, uh, a function cos and sine has same value in the interval, in between the interval 0 to 2 pi. With the help of these critical point, we will construct a different interval. Now we have to uh, find the subinterval from. We have to taking the minimum value. We have to start minimum value from 0 and maximum value 2 pi. 0 to pi by 4, pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4, and 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. Now we will check. We will check the behavior of function in each interval by taking a test value from each interval. Pi by 6 belongs to this interval 0 to pi by 4. We will put this value in equation number 2. F prime of pi by 6 is equal to minus sine pi by 6 plus cos pi by 6, which is equal to minus 0.5 plus 0.86, which is equal to 0.366, which is greater than 0. Which means the function is increasing in the first interval. Now we'll check the behavior of function in second interval by taking a test value from second interval. Pi belongs to this interval pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4. We put this in the equation number 2. F prime of pi is equal to minus sine pi plus cos pi. Sine pi is 0 and cos pi is equal to minus 1, which is equal to minus 1, and minus 1 is less than 0. It means the function is increasing in the second interval. Now we will check the behavior of function in the third interval by taking a test value from the third interval. 3 pi by 2 belongs to interval 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi, and we put this test value in equation number 2. F prime of 3 pi by 2 is equal to minus sine 3 pi by 2 plus cos 3 pi by 2. Sine 3 pi by 2 is equal to minus 1, and minus minus is equal to plus, and cos 3 pi by 2 is 0, and derivative has value is equal to 1, which is greater than 0. It means the function is increasing in the third interval. In the first interval, function is increasing, and the second function is decreasing, and in the third interval, function is increasing. Now, as f changes sign from positive to negative at x at pi by 4, then f pi by 4 is the f f pi by 4 is the local maximum of f. Now we will find the local maximum of by putting x is equal to pi by 4 in the given question. F of pi by 4 is equal to cos pi by 4 plus sin pi by 4, which is equal to 1 divided by square root of 2 plus 1 divided by square root of 2, which is, after simplification, we will get square root of 2. Now, as f changes sign from negative to positive at 5 pi by 4, then f of pi 5 pi by 4 is a local minimum of f. This local minima is determined as f of pi 5 pi by 4 is equal to cos 5 pi by 4 plus sin 5 pi by 4, which is equal to minus 1 divided by square root of 2 plus minus 1 divided by square root of 2, which is, after simplification, is equal to minus 2 square root. At the end, we have to sketch the graph of a given function. This is the graph of a given function. This, at this point, function has a local maximum value. which is pi by 4. And at this point, function has a minimum value, which is at x is equal to 5 pi by 4. Now let's do another question. Question number 19. F of x is equal to 1 by 2 x minus sin x. First of all, we find the derivative, which is equal to 1 by 2 minus cos of x. After this, we will determine critical point. 1 by 2 minus cos of c is equal to 0. C is equal to cos inverse of 1 by 2, which is equal to pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. With the help of this critical point, we will construct interval between 0 to 2 pi, 0 to pi by 3 first interval, and second pi by 3 to 5 pi by 3, and third is 5 pi by 3 to 2 pi. Now we will check the behavior of function in each interval by taking a test value from each interval. F prime of pi by 6 is equal to 1 by 2 minus cos pi by 3, which is equal to 0.5 minus 0.86 is, which is equal to minus 0.366, which is less than 0. It means the function is decreasing in the first interval. Now we'll take a test value from the second interval, and we put in the equation number 2. F prime of pi is equal to 1 by 2 minus cos of pi, which is equal to 1 by 2. Cos pi is equal to minus 1 minus minus is equal to plus 1, which is equal to 3 by 2, which is greater than 0. It means the function is increasing in this second interval. Now we will take a test value from the third interval. 11 pi by 6 belong to 5 pi by 3 to 2 pi. If 5 pi by 3 is a 330, is a 300, is equal to 5 pi by 3 is equal to 300, and 11 pi by 3 is 330 degree. We have taken this value and we put in equation number 2. F of prime of 11 pi by 6 is equal to 1 by 2 minus cos of 11 pi by 6, which after simplification is equal to 1.39, which is greater than 0. It means the function is increasing in the third interval. Now, as f changes sign from negative to positive, this at x is equal to pi by 3, it means that f Uh, pi by 3 is a local minimum of f, and this is determined by putting x is equal to pi by 3 in the given question is equal to 1 by 2 minus sine pi by 3, which is equal to 1 by 2 square root of 3 divided by 2. This is the local minimum. Now, as f changes sign from positive to negative at point 5 pi by 3, then f of 5 pi by 4 is a local maximum of f, which is determined as f 5 pi by 3 is equal to 1 by 2 minus sine 5 pi by 3 is equal to 1 by 2 plus square root of 3 divided by 2. At the end, this is the sketch of the graph. This is the deepest point, which is the local uh, minimum value, and this is the highest peak. This is the local maximum of a given position. So, dear student, I have uh, done several questions in detail. I do hope you have, after studying this lecture carefully, you can easily find the local extrema in a given interval. So, take care of yourself and goodbye. Allah Hafiz.